Hello and continue video. My voice is kind of getting back a little bit now, and so we're gonna hopefully have like more kind of a normal video today here where I don't have to whisper. We're going to have a team here that is honestly my best team so far that I played for this cup. Like, this team was insanity. This team was really good. And yeah, I played most of the games just on the side and I was able to win nearly all of them. Like, this team was amazing. I think I went a total of like 9-2 or something like this with this team, or 9-3, something like this. Like, definitely very good. And I definitely have to say that maybe I could have even won a few more games, which you're gonna see here today as well. Every single battle actually that I did with this team is going to be in today's video. So there's nothing cut out, there's everything what you have to see here as well. You're gonna see on how to play this team. Again, also, if I would play this team for a longer period of time, I very likely would have had even better results with this team, even though they were already very great, because there's always a learning curve for a team, and that is something important to know. As you're gonna see, the first opponent had enough already. Shadow Latios also on my list for sure, most I did on list from other people as well though at this point. This Pokemon is very interesting, this Pokemon is very strong. I actually have someone send me some, a team as well that I should play with it. I asked in my last video for some teams, there were a lot of very good suggestions, so thanks so much for this. I'm most likely going to go through a few of them as well throughout the days there. What I expect, by the way, is that we got the new season update this weekend as well during the regional, and I sadly don't really have a lot of time to cover it, so it's going to be an interesting one as well. But yeah, stay tuned for this weekend. This weekend should also reveal the next season in Pokemon Go, which of course afterwards, especially after this weekend when I have a little bit more time, I'm going to cover the entire time here on this channel. Every single day will be a video towards it. Very likely it's going to get revealed at the regional that's going to be happening this weekend. Usually they want to reveal it at a regional, and usually just around 1 week before the season actually starts, so definitely stay tuned for that one. Anyway, as you will see here, the opponent is going to have a Girafarig against us. I honestly love the pacing of Dugong. The pacing of Dugong is just so satisfying against all of those 4-turn fast move users somehow. And as you will see here as well, we're going to be able to get the Ice Wind off, and we kinda get the KO here anyway. So I'm very certain we're currently 2 for 2, and we're going to have a great lead for the next one as well. They swap in Arctibax. I could swap in straight away into my rock user there as well with my rollout rock slide Dunsparce, but I decided to stay in to just get a shield advantage immediately. I can use a shield here as well because Avalanche is hurting quite a bit, and we still do a ton of damage against the opponent's other Pokemon, against the Clodsire with the Drill Run. So like, it also worth it using a shield here against an Avalanche. Avalanche is just a very hard hitting move. As we will see here, the opponent is going to go ahead and go into their Clodsire, allowing us to go for that Drill Run here, doing a ton of damage, just getting them a little bit lower. Our entire team is very good against Clodsire. I don't actually think that Clodsire is a good Pokemon for this meta anyway, I have to say. I feel like there's way too many Pokemon that are very solid against it. Yes, it is the Pokemon with the best kind of stats and attacks for the meta, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Poison types have it quite difficult in the current meta here, which is kind of dominated by ground types and also of course those Psychic type Pokemon. As we'll see here, they're going to have a Jumpluff in the back. Oh no, that's going to be so difficult for us. Never mind, we're just going to be able to go for an Icy Wind. We're going to be able to get the debuff onto them, and yeah, they would need like 3 energy balls in order to kill this Pokemon and my Marowak, and then they still have to deal with Dunsparce. Yeah, spoiler alert, it's not going to work out for them, especially if the Ice Wind is coming through here. And so we're going to be able to win this battle. But are we also going to be able to win the next battle is the question here. We're going to encounter another Clodsire in the lead. They swap out into the Feraligatr. And again, I could have maybe swapped out a little bit earlier, but this extra damage with the fast moves is very important, which you're going to see very soon as well. Because Dunsparce is now going to be able to knock them out with just 1 Drill Run and doesn't need 2 of them. And it is going to make the matchup just a little bit better. And we can even overfarm here a little bit as well, get the Drill Run off. And again, like, they have the Clodsire against us, but I'm not really too worried about it. What I'm worried about is the opponent's Annihilate, and that is a Pokemon that can be a bit of a trickier one for this team. I should have swapped out here a little bit earlier already. I should have just went for the charge move and then swap out afterwards, but I didn't think that the switch clock was up already. I get the damage onto them though, and this kind of gives me a little bit of hope. I can let the move go through. It's going to be very likely the Raichus, never mind, it's a close combat, and they swap out straight away into the Clodsire, which is a huge mistake by them, because now I can take advantage of them. The thing is here, I have to get a catch right. Our position here, we are gonna be okay. We're gonna see if it's going to be Stone Edge or the Sludge Bomb. It's going to be Stone Edge. That's okay for me. And you might think, why did you use no shield here? Like, maybe you can go for a debuff and then use the shield afterwards. The opponent's play is to win this battle with their Annihilate. They want to just basically keep the shield for the Annihilate, just farm us down, do a ton of damage. And I cannot really do this. What I have to do now is I'm going to be able to get a ton of energy, get up to 2 Icy Winds, and wreck the Annihilate with this one. I need the energy here. I got the energy here, and this play was so smart for me, which I have to say at least, that, yeah, I think this is going to be a very good game here to the opponent. That was very difficult to win, but a good game there, and we can move on to the next opponent. Next opponent here is running a very spicy team, and I really appreciate it. The next opponent, if you didn't know, is the Dortmund regional champion, which I lost to in Dortmund when I was there for my last tournament. Congrats to them. Like, they were a very nice person. Definitely very deserved win there as well. I was really happy for them. Shout out to Kazim here. Very cool teams that they usually run here as well. But there's one issue for them in this meta. Their favorite Pokemon is Whimsicott, and Whimsicott is not allowed because it's a fairy type Pokemon. So they have to rely on their good old Solrock, I guess, which you can go for a Rock Slide, which is gonna do next to no damage. They can go ahead and go back into their Blossom, which honestly Blossom is cool. I like Blossom because it is a very fast Leaf Blade user. Leaf Blade users are very strong. But the cool thing about Blossom as well, it has access to Dazzling Gleam, allowing you to do a little bit damage against, or like a lot of damage against any kind of Dragon type Pokemon that is unaware of that. But as you can see here, there's a Lunaton in the back, which I actually expected here from them. But I make a mistake by sharing this move. I would have been able to survive this move. I definitely think I would have been able to survive this one, at least I think. And I would have had a better time against the opponent's Blossom here. As we can go for the Icy Wind, we still would have been able to reach most likely a move here with the Marowak. But yeah, good game there. I don't think I would have won anyway, but yeah, good game there. It was a very tough team for us to deal with. But very spicy team from the opponent, which of course you will not encounter in your own elo range. What you might encounter is a Ferret though. Ferret is a cool Pokemon. I made a video about Ferret already. Definitely check that video out as well. And this Pokemon was a lot of fun, having access to a Brick Break and Hyper Beam, and also Dig, but Dig is not as great anymore after the nerf of it. We're going to have here the Haxorus against us now, which is going to be an interesting Pokemon to have, as we're gonna decide to just go for a shield here and just farm them down, get the energy. We had -1 attack. If we didn't get the attack drop from Breaking Strike, which is a 50-50 chance we can see here, we actually would have been able to farm down before they can do anything. I know that I still have a Brick Break here, so I'm not too worried about this matchup. I can go for the Icy Wind. I can either knock them out, or I don't know really. Like, to be fair, most they're gonna knock them out. Yeah, they're not gonna use a shield here. And they're going to showcase what they have in the back, which is a funny Pokemon. And we have to be a little bit creative here now. It's going to be Fracture. Fracture is going to get a lot of energy. We don't get to another move, and we have to go back into our Dunsparce. And here we have to be a bit creative. So what we have to do is, we have to let the move go through. We have to try our best to get the opponent low. But what we're also going to do is what you're going to see here right now. I see that at this point, I need 2 more rollouts to knock them out. I have still a shield left. I can go for the Drill Run. I know that they're going to use a shield here, and they have no shield left. So why do I not go for another Drill Run? Okay, it's maybe not as creative, but I wanted to just knock them out with the Ice Shard here coming through, so that worked out well as well. But I didn't actually see that I could just win for 2 charge moves. Good job, me. Anyway, going away from this embarrassing moment, we're going to move on to the next opponent, having Cresselia. Cresselia, again, going to look like a little bit of an issue for this team. We're going to have the lead that's going to be weak to Grass Knot. We're going to have a Seiza, which is going to be neutral. We're going to have a Pokemon in the back that's going to be weak to Grass Knot, which can be a bit of an issue. What is also going to be a little bit of an issue is the Ferret here. Ferret actually has very solid stats, as you're going to see here. Drill Run is not going to two-shot them, which kind of showcases that this Pokemon packs a little bit of bulk. We're going to be able to go for another Drill Run. And as we will see here as well, we're going to have the opponent going for another charge move. It's going to be another Brick Break. And we have now the fast move coming through. This is going to be fine. It is going to be another Brick Break coming through. And we're going to have now the full farm down. We are debuffed, but we can still get some damage onto them. And we could even decide to swap out of here if I wanted to. Bone Club going to get the shield though. And I am kind of happy with the situation that we're in. We can use a shield. I think we're in an okay spot. I hope we're in an okay spot. Can we get to the next move in time? We cannot. That is not ideal. So we're going to be forced to use another shield. But at this point, the opponent should be completely energy dry, and they swap out into the Dunsparce. Usually a great matchup for me, but we have to be a bit careful now. because we still need more damage onto them. And yeah, at least we're going to be able to go for another Bone Club here. This might help us out. We have to see here. Bone Club is coming through. They're going to go for the Drill Run here. They are at half health basically, but they still have 2 Pokemon left. And my play here is actually to go for the Drill Run, I think, because Drill Run actually does more damage than an Icy Wind would do. We will see the Rock Slide coming through. It should not knock us out with the next one here, but I hope that the Drill Run is going to be enough to knock them out, and it is going to be enough. And now we just have to deal with the Cresselia, and look at this. I go for the Drill Run, but the game just decided to lag a little bit, giving us 1 extra fast move. Luckily, it did not impact at all. We're gonna still be able to win the battle, but this could have been definitely close. So far, I think we are currently at 1 loss, and I don't know actually how many games we have, but yeah, definitely quite a decent ranking so far, right? Like again, as said before, every single battle that I did with this team is going to be in this video. There's nothing cut out, there is just this team here. What we will see as well though is a horrible matchup. Now in the next matchup it's going to be the Primeape against us. Primeape is going to have a very great matchup against our Dunsparce. Funnily enough, you can actually kind of prolong in this matchup a little bit, as we will see as well. They decide to go for a close combat. They always go for close combat just to get the guaranteed KO, but yeah, at this point, we could use another shield if I want to and get another shield from the opponent. But I just decided to let the move go through, and I was hoping I can just farm them down here, and I should have. But I have a 1-turn lag in the beginning, and so I cannot actually get the move off, which means that they get free damage onto me. And let's find out if the damage is actually impactful, because this might change the entire matchup. We're gonna see the Oranguru here. They don't have a shield left. We have a little bit of lag, but I don't think it was really impactful either. Very likely going to be a trail base. It is going to be a trail base here as well. They're going to have a Clodsire in the back. I think we're going to be okay, but again, if we are not okay and we need just a tiny bit more health on our Marowak, then we can thank Niantic for this one. So, as we will see here, the opponent is going to be able to go ahead and go for a Stone Edge. Does quite some decent damage. Again, Drill Run does a bit more damage than the Icy Wind. So that's going to be the play that we're going to go for. Is it going to be enough? It is likely enough. Can we still win the battle though? It is going to be close against the Oranguru. We can still reach that Drill Run. I think it's going to be fine, so I don't think that the lag mattered at all here. It didn't, and so we can still win the battle. Moving on to a horrible matchup here in the lead as well. This is going to be quite a interesting one. They're going to have a Medicham in the back. That's a great swap from the opponent, catching that Rock Slide here. Of course, I want to try to bait them into the Rock Slide, but they decide to catch the move. Very smart play here. Medicham, interesting Pokemon, strong Pokemon for sure. Having access to Ace Punch, which is kind of cool in this meta, I would say. But also Dynamic Punch might be very interesting, honestly. Like, Medicham has a lot of play here. There are a lot of Saisops that are normal type. So I do actually like this play. I like Medicham. Medicham has a bit of play here for sure. We will see the weakness of Medicham as well. Without counter, the damage output of this thing is definitely limited. This is a super effective hit, and it only did like around 50% of the health, which is fine here in this case, because of course they would be able to two-shot us, but it's just they don't have the fast move pressure anymore. We're gonna see here Dugong up against the opponent's Jumpluff. What do they have in the back? Energy Balls coming through. It's going to be the Quagsire. Can we still win the battle? It is going to be a bit of a tough one, but we are definitely not beaten yet. Which we're going to see as well. We're going to have the attack drop onto them, and I definitely do enjoy this quite a bit. And I can use a shield here for a potential Stone Edge, which is coming through here as well. And so I can go straight for the next Icy Wind. And I was hoping that the opponent maybe wants to use a shield here, and they do. And so we can now get some extra nice farm. I can swap out into my own little Marowak. And as you're going to see here as well, the opponent is now going to be in a position where they have to decide, what do we want to shield? Do we want to shield a Rock Slide? Oh yeah, we want to shield a Rock Slide here. That's going to be fine for us as well. We're gonna try to go for a Rock Slide as well again. It doesn't work out, but I'm fairly certain we still survive an Energy Ball with our Dugong. We still should be able to get to another Icy Wind here, right? Well, let's find out. Energy Ball is coming through. We still survive, and we're gonna get the 10% debuff chance for our defense. I'm not too sure if it really mattered or not, but that was definitely unfortunate. Very close matchup. This was our second loss, I think, so far. And we have in total here, let me check actually, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 battles. So most likely an 8 and 2 or a 7 and 3 we're gonna see here today. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Like, again, if you see, by the way, the loss that we had so far, one time maybe due to the debuff, but also down to getting completely hardwalled the entire game through, and the other one was also a hardwall with an insanely spicy team. So this team works out wonders. Like, this team is amazing. I would really recommend you to try this team out if you have the Pokemon. Again, Marowak is insane. Like, this Pokemon is absolutely crazy. As we will see, here, Dunsparce against our Dunsparce. We don't really care too much about this matchup. We're just going to let the move go through. Like, it's going to be all fine here. We're going to have coverage against the opponent's Toxapex anyway with the Drill Run here. Maybe I should have not swapped out here. Maybe this was a mistake. But we have Drill Run on this Pokemon. We have Drill Run on our other Pokemon. We still have a little bit of health left on our Marowak. We need our Marowak to get rid of the Primeape though. So I feel like we're going to be in an okay spot here. Let's hop on to the Toxapex, and so it's Drill Run season. We're going to be able to go for some more Drill Runs here and try to take out the opponent there. As we will see here, the opponent is going to be able to take hopefully another one here. Let's see if they're going to use a shield or not. They're going to decide to use a shield this time around, allowing me to swap out very, very fast into my Marowak, go for the Bone Club, do a ton of damage against them, and with this, we're going to put them into range where I can hopefully roll out them down as they're going to go for the Sludge Wave against us now. This is going to knock us out for sure. But now it's a rollout time. Let's hop out into their own Dunsparce. I can go for the Drill Run, knock them out. And with this, I want to say thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And otherwise, hopefully, see you then. Bye bye.